All I'm trying to say is maybe it's best that we stop comparing our physiques to the top 1%, the top 5% of influencers and bodybuilders, because the truth of the matter is, what is up everyone? I hope you all are doing well. My name is Ishaan and welcome to the video. Today, I want to talk about something that's pretty prevalent in the fitness community, and those are all the lies that are being spewed out by different people. Spoilers, there's a lot of lies in the fitness community. Of course, I'm only going to go over some of them, so let's get into it. The first thing I want to talk about is fake nadis. Fake nadis are influencers, bodybuilders, athletes, anyone who's basically saying they're natural or they're not using any sort of performance enhancing drugs, but their physiques really say otherwise. And I'm not someone to call out people on that, but a lot of folks on YouTube like Greg Doucette, More Plates, More Dates, a lot of other YouTubers, even Philion, like they talk about how a lot of people in the fitness and bodybuilding community are using steroids or some sort of other performance enhancing drug and are not honest about it. And that's one of the biggest lies in the fitness community and the bodybuilding world. We see a lot of top influencers who are like in peak physical condition, and we're always like, damn, like how do they look like that? Like why don't I look like that? A lot of times actually in today's world, these people are using some sort of performance enhancing drugs, whether that be steroids, some kind of hormones, or just SARMs. Anything that's giving them that extra boost to make their physique look better. And not to say that they don't work hard, because they do work really hard. You know, you have to, before you take any sort of performance enhancing drugs, you got to be able to dial in your sleep, your nutrition, and your workouts. After those three things you have dialed in, that's when you really start to think about whether you should be enhancing your physique. And this is one of the biggest lies, because honestly, all this does is it lays down the foundation for body dysmorphia and unrealistic body expectations, especially in the younger generation. Like, I remember when I was in high school, even in college, like I would see these athletes and influencers on Instagram and I'd be like, damn, like they're so ripped, or like they have so much muscle mass. And I would constantly wonder, like, I'm also working out, I'm also trying to better into my nutrition aspects and dial in my sleep, so like why isn't it happening for me? Like, why am I not at that kind of level? But you have to step back and realize that there's a possibility that a lot of influencers that you look at may not be natural and might be using some sort of performance enhancing drug. The second thing I want to talk about is a lot of people on social media, specifically like the top influencers, bodybuilders, fitness enthusiasts, they don't look like what they do because of what they preach, but rather they preach because of what they look like. And what I'm trying to say here is that a lot of influencers, bodybuilders, especially like the top 1% or the top 5%, you have to realize that they already have a genetic standpoint, genetic baseline that's much better than most normal people. You can look at their before pictures and you'd be like, wow, like this person looks amazing already. Why did they have to make a transformation? Like, it's that kind of thing. Not a lot of people talk about this, and I just want to say, like, I'm not saying that the genetics are an excuse for any sort of thing, but it is a huge factor, a big factor when it comes to bodybuilding and making the transformation that you see on social media. Like, those transformations, a lot of them are not realistic for most natural people and most like normal people. The third thing I want to talk about is the fact that there's a lot of influencers, a lot of bodybuilders literally using their body as an excuse to sell you bum ass supplements. And I'm not talking about the good supplements, like the basic ones, you know, whey protein, creatine, pre-workout. These are things that can actually benefit you if you're using it correctly and incorporating it with a good balanced diet. But you don't need a fit tea. You don't need like a fucking, I don't know, like a bloating supplement. I saw this ad like last week on TikTok, and I was like, well, first it was only marketed towards females, which is already absurd, because do men not have bloating? I don't know, I get bloated sometimes, so like why was it only being marketed towards women? And it's just crazy. There's a lot of shit, a lot of supplements that are marketed towards women and females, and it's not doing anything. It's not gonna solve any sort of issues, because if it was that easy, the world would be a perfect place, and it's not. If you're thinking of buying a supplement that's being marketed by an influencer of some sort, really look into the details and learn about the actual supplement to see if it's something that has a scientific basis and evidence to support all the facts or support all the claims that they're making, or is it just a fad that the influencer is just trying to put out because they want to make money off of you because you just don't know about the things that are in there. Like, really consider that, because I'm telling you, man, a lot of influencers are literally selling you shit for a ton of money that basically is just going down the drain for you, and it's not doing much for you. All I'm trying to say is maybe it's best that we stop comparing our physiques to the top 1%, the top 5% of influencers and bodybuilders, because the truth of the matter is that our comparison only deepens the sense of body dysmorphia and setting unrealistic expectations on ourselves, on our bodies, and on our minds. Have realistic expectations from yourself and your journey, because that's the only way to make sure that you're able to continue to be proud of yourself and your progress without having to feel like you're not living up to the unrealistic standards that are being set out by social media. If you made it this far into the video, I just want to say I appreciate you so much and thank you for tuning in. If you got something out of the video, be sure to smash that thumbs up button, and if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, what are you doing, bro? Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, because I drop 1 or 2 new videos every single week, and I will catch all of y'all in the next video.